Nutrition.
Oh, he likes you. Don't say you. What are we talking about, Joe?
Consistency killed the fat. Get the fuck off. Consistency killed the fat.
Ow!
So our hashtag, one of our 2 hashtags, because if you're inconsistent, the biggest thing that you need when it comes to fat loss is consistency with what you're doing. Even what's Dan John's phrase, the best diet, the best plan is one that somebody can stick to. If you're inconsistent with your plan, even with the best plan in the world, the best plan the world has ever seen for you as an individual, if you can't do it, then it's useless. It has to be something you can do.
Definitely, I think going back to, going over some points that we've already made, instead of kind of thinking, right, it's a 21 day, it's a 30-day quick fix, making these lifelong changes that are going to add up to those big results. Those small steps that which get you miles and miles, as opposed to a quick sprint and then fall over.
In the same breath, that's why we break it down into months, because it's much easier for people to dial themselves in for 30 days, right? You're going to do low carbs for 14 days. You're going to be strict for 30 days. Okay, have a break, right, go again. So it's not a case of, telling somebody they've got, it's going to be a 6-month journey. Don't think about anything for the next.
It's going to be lifelong.
180 days, whatever it is. It's too much for people to deal with. So you have to break it down into manageable chunks. But it is, as James says, a long journey. For some, it's going to be longer than others.
Same thing that you do with goal setting. So if your goal is to drop 10 stone, you're not going to think, right, I'm going to drop 10 stone because that's.
You wouldn't deem that success or failure.
Yeah. But that's miles away, isn't it? So it's like, right, this week I'm going to drop,
a couple of pounds.
Yeah, £1, £2. And keep on doing that. So it's these small, so if you go out for a run, you're not thinking I'm going to run 26 miles. You're thinking I'm going to run to the next lamppost, I'm going to run to the end of this street, I'm going to do this and do that, and it all adds up. As opposed to thinking I'm going to go run a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, I saw a good on Instagram the other day, some girl who's her battle to go down from £330 she was at 290 now, and she said, I've only lost £3 this week. And I say, it always makes me laugh when people say that, because if you can do that every week for a year, you'll be £150, which is which is going to be your healthy weight.
Going back to that body fat percentage, if you drop 1% body fat a month, which doesn't sound like a lot, that's 12% over a year. See that quick maths. Not just a pretty face.
Not just a beard.
So it all adds up. So like I say, don't stress too much about the kind of the weight loss and stuff. Worry more about the habits, because those habits, like say, if you've gone, a month without drinking 2 cans of Coke a day, which is something that you'd normally do, adding that up is going to be a massive calorie deficit and a massive benefit to your health as well.
Whether the scales move or not, you always have 2 options. You can either keep going and be consistent, or you can go back to your old ways. And if you actually want to achieve something, going back to your old ways isn't going to do shit. So you have to keep going in that sense. So don't throw away, the good work. We've just spoken about 21 days to build a habit. If you've done something for 21 days, you've broken the back of that problem. Don't let yourself relapse. And if you do, make sure it's just a one-off. You talk about the cycle of, the 7 steps to success, where people relapse and then they contemplate and things like that. If your relapse is only a day or a meal, it doesn't matter. If you relapse for 2 weeks and you eat and drink whatever you want for 2 weeks, you can easily undo all the good work in 6 months.
That shit will set you back.
Cheers, James.
Thank you.
Spot on.
So say if you step on those scales or whatever, and they just say you've lost £1, but for the last month you have eaten protein breakfast, eaten healthy fats, eaten lots of fibrous green vegetables, drank plenty of water, got plenty of sleep, trained hard. Then fuck the scales.
Yeah, if you know everything you've done, couldn't have been better, then don't worry about what it says in the scales. It could be the biggest knock to your confidence that you can possibly have. And what does it matter?
Basically, it tells you how much pull you have on gravity.
Yeah, it means
that's it.
It means absolutely nothing. You're more concerned. You'd be concerned about the way you look. Just if you feel like you're changing in that sense, great. If you're not, then you need to change your plan. So it comes back to tracking your plan. If you're not tracking it, people have to go, I've been so good. Can I see your plan? Oh, I didn't write it down. Well, how do you know then? How can anybody trust that? These things have to be logged. They have to be kept, and then you can make changes. What gets measured gets managed.
There we go. Hashtag that.
Yeah, I was just going to say, hashtag.
So concentrate more on the habits and don't let it dishearten you.
Yeah, just keep going. If it's too much, if you set yourself too big targets to start with, then dial it back in. Just work on 1 or 2 things. It doesn't have to be a wholesale change. If you can just make 1 change a month, that's going to be 12 over the course of a year. It's going to make a big difference.
Cool.
Again, quick maths. Borrowed his notes.
Maths by calculator. So yeah, please guys, share the video if you think it's going to benefit anyone. Like us and follow us on YouTube, Sustain Nutrition, and Twitter and Instagram. Where's my sock gone?
Sustain_Nutri.
For Bob, right. Good luck. Good night.
Cheers.
Pie.